Hello, purpose seekers and healers. Thank you for choosing to tune in to an overly unfounded purpose, of course. I'm super excited to share my purpose with you all who are seeking purpose and healing within. Today, I am exploring ways to assist Taurus with their love life by offering advice through a simple yet strengthening tarot reading. So relax and welcome to your healing for your purpose. Overall, this spread will be able to provide suggestions into your practical matters in order for you all to gain better insight into your life and challenges to overcome. However, if this reading does not resonate with you, you most definitely have the option to just kind of reflect and see who it may resonate with. I would do a 4 spread reading focusing on card number 1, your situation, card number 2, your obstacles, card number 3, what you should do or recommended to do, and your 4th card would be the outcome. Whatever intuitives that I do get within the reading, I definitely will pass the message on from our ancestral spirits. So thank you and enjoy. I will be working with 3 decks. Personally, my favorite when I'm doing love readings, considering that we are transitioning into the new moon that's in Capricorn. We have another one, the eclipse in Capricorn, and we have a new moon coming in Cancer at the end of July. I'm working with the Moonology cards, Oracle cards, and I'm working with Manifesting Soulmate Oracle cards and your Soul Journey Oracle cards. Alright, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment at the bottom. I do personal readings. I do not do reversal readings. I will not do any bad readings. I definitely would love to continue to do inspiring, insightful reading, intuitive readings to give all my viewers, all my family, all my friends ways to defeat and face those challenges that they have daily. Everyone has daily. So if you guys are interested in getting a private reading, please email me at unfoundedpurposepodcasting@gmail.com. You can reach me on IG at unfounded1purpose and also on Facebook at Unfounded Purpose. Okay, jumping right in for the love for the sign of Taurus for the month of July 2020. First one we got is Courage. Those are the soul cards, soul journey cards. Change. Fear. Now, majority of these cards, they did come in reverse. All of them actually did come in reverse. However, I don't read reversals. So we have Courage. I find the inner strength to face fears with confidence. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Wow. And it just goes well together, the colors too. Real earth colors. Pretty cool. So as I just get into more in tune with your cards here, your soul cards, it definitely just feels like maybe some of you are challenging a relationship, maybe not having the great courage to either change yourself or fear to leave, or having the courage to leave or having the courage to stay. Personally, that's something that you have to figure out what really resonates within each person's situation. However, I am feeling like that you have to gain your courage first in order to change without fear. That's exactly what I'm getting from this situation. Just have one more card out of the Manifest Soul Oracle. Come on. Let's just pick one. Okay, so for the courage, it says, life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can. All right. And for the change, it says, try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Wow. For the fear, follow your heart's desire and manifest the heck out of life. Wow. So for your manifesting the soulmate cards, I pull them according to what the soul journey has expressed to me to try to kind of like just give me a little more insight on what you could do to create a better way of understanding your choice as far as your relationships, or the people that you are encountered with, as far as your life partner or your man, your girlfriend, your husband, things of that nature, just to try to give you more insight on what the courage could be talking about, or what the change could be dealing with, or maybe what fears you may possess within that. So what I get here for the courage, with your manifest card, it definitely states life is great, big canvases. It's all up to you. The world is your big canvas. You can't paint. Let me see if I can hold this up better. Okay. And so basically what I'm getting from that is that you have to have courage to go in your relationship and make it for what you would want your relationship to be. You have to put more into your relationship and kind of fixate your issues, or go around the issues of your partner for which you don't like as much, or he or she doesn't like as much. Have the courage to change that and make it and paint it into how you would want it to be for your relationship, for yourself. I do want to reflect more on the courage card for the soul journey, because the challenges of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice or following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to determine that coming from a place of love with conquer all of fears distinguished. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This test has been put before you because it's an opportunity to prove to yourself that you and only you can make the correct decisions. By not taking the step forwards, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face the same obstacles again. That's why I was saying, just reflecting more on having the courage to making things the way that you prefer them to be in your relationship, and how you feel that you need to be loved and vice versa. Moving on to the change. It says here, try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. I don't know if we can see that or not. And this is your manifesting soulmate oracle from the soul journey of change. So, like, once again, just reflecting on the courage. You may have to have the courage to change some things within yourself, some things in other people's life, in order for them to totally understand where to evolve or what movements you should take in your relationship. There is a certain comfort in the idea of living a life without surprises. The status quo has an appeal, but you will never learn or grow if your circumstances stay the same. Everybody wants the life to be better, but that requires change. You have chosen to incarnate into this physical dimension called Earth because of the myriad of opportunities. If you don't take advantage of them, what was the point? Staying within your comfort zone is overrated. With change comes transformation, and with transformations comes evolution. Stop viewing change as good or bad, because all change nourishes your soul. Don't equate it with a lack of control. Life happens and it's supposed to happen. You can direct how it plays out, and you always have the power to accept a change that redirects your path. So in your relationship, you just have to have the courage, as your first one says, to build or to manifest or to make things the way that you view them to be. But you have to do that with change. Be something great in someone else's life. Be great in your own life. That's beautiful, simply beautiful. And then here we have the fear. And it says, follow your heart's desire and manifest the heck out of your life. Wow. And then jumping back to the courage, remember when I was explaining about how courage, and you have to be fearless to have that courage. You also have to be fearless to accept change and provide change. So these cards all is really conducive to one another, in a sense of, you building up a different perspective, or taking an alternative right into making things better for you in your relationship. Whether it's a good or bad relationship, just improvement is a lot. When you improve yourself, maybe you usually wake up and you have an attitude, or because of you didn't get enough love that night, or whatever the situation may be. I can't even come up with anything at this point, but just whatever situation that you may find yourself in a relationship that you can do a little tweaking in. It's not going to hurt you for you to do just a little tweaking, because you want someone just to do a little tweaking in their life and who they are, so they can better accommodate you, and you guys could build and regain a good relationship, or make your relationship even greater. Where can you in your relationship make yourself a better person for yourself first, so you can be a better person for your partner? Okay, we're going to go more into this fear. The outcome of all choices in life is determined by two emotions: fear and love. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear is an earthly manifestation of challenge. To embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear, in its many gestures, is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tendency to stay on track. For a soul, human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love will always help you on your path. When fear rears its ugly head, it is really an opportunity for you to stare it in the eye and turn that doubt into trust. View it as a teacher. What lesson are you learning from this fearful emotion? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse fearful situations, the less often they will present themselves. Wow. So I guess, as the card says, at some point you have to realize that you are being tested to resolve to live in the energy of love. Just as your manifesting soulmate oracle card says, follow your heart's desire and manifest the heck out of your life. Meaning, live fearlessly. Have the courage for change and beat the fear. So I get there's something real good that's in your life right now that you are being stubborn about, Taurus. You're being stubborn. Stay clear from being stubborn. Stay clear from being prideful. Have the courage to change and beat those fears. Follow your heart's desire. Be a great person in someone else's damper day. Have the courage to paint your relationship and your loved one as you will want them to be to you. You know, my grandmother used to say to me, treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, and I'm sure that all of you have experienced this, where you feel the lack of someone is treating you the way you want to be treated. And if you're in a situation to where you're not being respected in your relationship, or you're not respecting the person in your relationship, then find you a better situation that you'll be more content with yourself first. Because honestly, a lot of folks depend on other folks to bring them some type of calmness, some type of humility. But really, that really starts within yourself. It doesn't start with anyone else. And we're living in such hard times and uncompromising times right now. Definitely love will conquer all. So for your moon card, it says you and your loved ones are safe. And that's the moon in Cancer, the new moon in Cancer. Wow. Okay. For your second card, it says be bold and make the first move. Wow. And this is coming right after the change. The next one says a time to give rather than take. Wow. So going back to your first row for your courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Isn't that ironic how the courage, and then you have the, for your last card, the fear? So for the courage here, simply beautiful. Have the courage. And then we're talking about relationships. But it's relationship starts with yourself. So in the relationship, you definitely have to find courage. In your relationship, life is a great big canvas. Paint it how you want. Create the relationship that you want. The moon tells us that you and your loved one are safe. So there's nothing else to really worry about. As far as safety wise, or is anything happening, which gives you the courage to make sure that your relationship is balanced and equal, and that you're treating yourself with respect as well as your partner. With the change, what's kind of funny to me is that your moon card says be bold and make the first move. That's a change. You have to make the first move in order to change. And when it comes to your soul manifest oracle, it says try to be the rainbow in someone else's cloud. Maybe telling you to have the courage to change someone else's thoughts, perception, way of thinking, way of living, your loved one, your husband, your wife, your significant other, your life partner. Have the courage to change their perception of your relationship, or how you love them, or how they love you. And be fearless about it. Follow your desire. Your moon card in Virgo, it says, a time to give rather than take. Now, Taurus, are you in a relationship giving? Or are you taking? Or is this a balance? Some of us be in relationships and we be fearful in a relationship, far as, oh, I don't know if I get with this person, is they gonna be a cheater? Is they doing this? You know, some of us don't even give ourselves time to rehabilitate ourselves. We jump from one relationship, we jump to another relationship, and we haven't even got a relationship with ourselves first. It may be our duty and our responsibility to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves first. Because see, that's where some of those fears come in. And that's why we don't have the courage and we're not unable to change, because we're taking what someone else gave to us or what we gave to someone else and bringing it into a whole different situation without closing that book and that chapter. Or because we're mad, we're bitter, we're holding that chip and we're taking it somewhere else, and it doesn't even apply to that person, that new person. It applies to the old person. And if you're not willing to hash it out, and you're not willing to forgive, and you're not willing to try to find a way to escape from those feelings that you keep constantly carrying from relationship to person and things of that nature, then I suggest you be alone. You be by yourself. Reconnect with who you are. Because once you know who you are, then it'll be easier to find out who needs to be in your life. Who needs to love you? Can they love you completely? Are you completely loving them? This is a two-way street in relationships and love. So with that being said, Taurus, have courage, change without fear. Make love be a priority. How you can enhance someone else's life, vice versa, them enhancing your life. What purpose do you fit in this person's life? What purpose do they have in my life? What areas do I need healing in first before I can go on into the relationship and I'm damaged as well? Or you get into a relationship with somebody and they're damaged. How can you heal each other within your relationship? How can you come to a common ground to make each other in your relationship better and greater and stronger and strengthening in the love and union that you all are trying to create and will create? Find your purpose, but first heal. Hurt people hurt other people. And with that being said, thank you for tuning in. I'm Unfounded. Find your purpose, seekers, and heal. Until next time, your Taurus love reading, July 2020.